All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Wednesday evening, the drive home edition of KnicksFanTV's Bleacher Report simulcast. CP the franchise here, live and direct. Salute to Knicks Nation, man. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a diehard Knicks fan, or if you're just a basketball fan and wants to hear good basketball talk, this is the place for you. So make sure you subscribe, because we are 5,000 subscribers away from the 100K plaque. Also, happy birthday to KnicksFanTV. We are celebrating year number 8 in the books, and we once again want to thank the number one fans for the number one fans on the planet in supporting the number one show for the fans by the fans, man. On today's show, hey, with the offseason upon us, we're going to talk about our top 10 Knicks free agent targets. I'm going to give you my targets. You guys let me know what you think. Tomatoes are welcome. It is all good. And also, we're going to react to that 7 p.m. in Brooklyn conversation. Melo and Shumpert had a great conversation debriefing the Knicks season and what this team needs to truly reach the pinnacle, man. So call me up in the KFTV Discord. We here live and direct. Salute to the replay gang. Salute to our franchise channel members as well. Happy to be back on with you guys, man. All right, man. Salute to you guys. Salute to the chat. Hope everybody's feeling good. Drive time edition. Drive home edition, rather. So for those of you on the grind, man, salute to you guys. Be careful on the road. Get home safe. And hey, you made it. It is hump day. You made it through. Clock out and get up out of there. The sun is out here in New York. So certainly thankful for that. Shout out to all my New Yorkers. It was a rainy, overcast day for like damn near a week. Couldn't see the sun. And somebody, I forgot who said it. Somebody was like, the Knicks losing brought the pain and the sorrow. But we got some sunshine here in New York and some good weather, hopefully going into later on this week. Lorenzo Sabatini, is this a replay? No, sir. We are live and direct, Lorenzo. So salute to you. Pops the legend, Eddie Suarez. I see you in there. Knicks coaching update. There is none. There is no coaching update right now. We haven't heard anything. All we did hear was that Taylor Jenkins was going to get the first interview. Mike Brown as well. Multiple sources are saying that the Jason Kidd thing is still active, so you never know. But what I'm being told is, hey, hopefully by the end of the week or within the next week, we should have some clarity on what direction the Knicks are going to go in and who will ultimately man the head coaching clipboard for the New York Knicks. So let's get right into this, man. Let's talk about offseason. You have the draft coming up a week from today on June 25th. We'll see if the Knicks have a coach in place in the war room to make the pick. And we'll probably do a draft show on Monday. I'll either have my guy Rafael Barlow or we will invite our guy Corey Tulaba. We'll also Chris LeBron. We'll have Chris on as well to talk about the draft. But what do you guys think free agency-wise? What do you guys want to see the Knicks do in free agency, which will begin on July 1st? What do you guys want to see happen here? We did have the great Bobby Marks on the show to talk about what the Knicks offseason looks like. And what the outlook is for the team. I'm pulling it up here on my sheet just to give you guys a little bit of a reference here. Hang tight. Let me just make sure I have this here. Center it up. And here we go. Okay. So as you see here, we have the rookie scale contracts. Pacome Dadier, $2.8 million. You have the other contracts, the other rookies. Kolek Kaporti. PJ Tucker, remember PJ Tucker was signed. He's making $3.5 million, and he has a team option. So he has that team options for $3.5 million. Now, Bobby Marks felt like the Knicks would rescind the option to clear up some cap space, and I would expect that as well. The notable free agents, as I said, PJ Tucker's on a team option. Ariel Hukporti, I think they will pick up Hukporti's option and bring him back in. And then you have Precious, Campaign, Delon Wright, Landry Shamet. Looks like, well, not to say necessarily looks like, there was one report that Precious may not come back. Remember, Precious Achiuwa did sign here on a $6 million deal last offseason. Doesn't seem like he'll come back. But you never know. We'll see what his market looks like. It's hard to tell what teams will be on demand for Precious Achiuwa's services. And then Campaign came here on a vet minimum deal. I'd like to see the Knicks move on from that, and I don't think they will bring him back. But we'll see. We shall see. But one thing to note, what the Knicks do have at their disposal, and it's not noted here on Mark's sheet, is that they will have veteran minimum contracts to dole out, and then they also have at their disposal the taxpayer mid-level player exception, which is estimated to be roughly $5.7 million. Now, one thing that Bobby Marks noted was that if they use any of that 5.7, it could be the whole thing, or if they even use some of it, they will be in second apron territory. So I'm going to be interested to see whether or not, how desperate they will be this offseason in building out the team and rounding out that roster, especially the bench. Will they trigger the second apron by trying to sign one of these guys to that taxpayer mid-level exception? Now, the one thing here is, as Bobby Marks said on that show, what could help the Knicks is that even though that taxpayer mid-level exception is at about 5.7, where the Knicks are going to have to get lucky is by convincing some of these NBA veterans to sign for the vet minimum, which will be a little bit less than that 5.7. For example, this was the veteran minimum salaries this season, 24-25. It was a 3.36% increase over the previous season. So I don't know if the vet minimum tiers have been released yet for the next season. But let's just say ballpark figure, going off of last season's numbers or this past season's numbers. Let's say, for example, if you want Al Horford. Celtics cutting bait. They've got to cut costs. The 5.7 taxpayer, let's say Leon and Brock Arthur say we don't want to hit the second apron. Let's see if we can get Al Horford, because he's been in the league for more than 10 years, his vet minimum contract would be worth, let's say 3.3, maybe if it goes up a little bit, $3.5 million. So that's what you're dealing with here. You're going to ask some of these veterans who you're going to try to get on this team to say, hey, I can't get you that 5.7. That's a little too much for me. Can you do a little bit less? So that is where their relationships, the CAA connection, they're going to need guys to cut them a favor. Now you say some people in the chat say, you don't want to go for Horford. I'm not saying that that's what I want to do. I would take a look at him. But if they don't want to trigger that second apron, then they're going to have to get lucky and have guys do them a favor, or get lucky where guys' markets kind of fall out from under them. So that's the story there. All right. So when I give you my list, my top 10, we got a level set here. We do this every year. We're like, oh man, this guy's a bum. Look, you got to understand the cap situation that the Knicks are working with. We got to be realistic. We also have to understand, hey, trades could be made. Trades might be made where they get a significant roster piece, whether it's a starter or a bench player, at the expense of one of their rotation players right now. We don't know. It's hard to predict trades, right? We just don't know. So for right now, we're talking about the money that they have to spend and who's out there realistically that they can get. So let's take a look at some guys. Okay, Pop's a legend. I see that $5 super chat. He says, Block Ness Monsters coming off the bench. We need a starting two guard that can shoot and extend the perimeter. I agree with you there. That's one of my needs for this team. I think they need to look into a legitimate two guard, which is going to be hard to get. But they need more playmaking, someone who can play make at that two spot, and some more firepower. I'm with Pops the Legend right there. You know, we talk about Dante. A lot of people miss Dante a lot. Yeah, I agree with you. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. I also think the Knicks are going to need, if Precious leaves, they need more front court depth. Someone who could play the 3, the 4, maybe even a little small ball 5, depending on who you're going up against. Like if you're going up against an Indiana and Obi's at the 5, you can afford to get a guy who in there who's about 6'6", 6'8" range that may be able to play 3 different positions. I think they could use that for sure. And again, from the playmaking spot, another guard. So you're talking about a point guard, 2 guard hybrid, a wing hybrid. Those are my needs for the Knicks, and some shooting. Athleticism, shooting, playmaking. It may sound like a lot, but this is what I'm going to be looking for out of these potential bench upgrades. All right, so here we go. All right, here's number 10 on my list. Now, again, a lot of you guys want to say, let's go after Malik Beasley. I don't think it's realistic to say that you're going to be able to afford Malik Beasley on a vet minimum contract. He had a monster year, a career year with the Detroit Pistons. I'd be hard to see the Pistons letting that walk. I think he's going to get a bag from the Detroit Pistons, and he certainly deserves it. Lakers did get sold. Yeah, Lakers, another team getting sold. So we had the Mavs last year, we had the Celtics this year, and the Lakers this year. $10 billion? Is that the number? Wow. $10 billion. Is that the right number, Eric? That's crazy. Okay. All right, so number 10, I'm going with, somebody who is a free agent right now with the Knicks. I'm going with Delon Wright. I'm going with my guy Delon Wright as a potential free agent pickup here. I liked how he helped this team in the regular season when he got here. Good defensive instincts. Offensively, he needs a little bit of work. But I like Delon Wright, man. I liked what he brought to this team. He brought a bit of a fire. Brought some good instincts there with the Knicks. Tibbs finally went to him. Late in that Indiana series, I thought he could have played a lot of minutes in the playoffs because the Knicks needed that defensive look. So number 10 is Delon Wright. We're talking about vet minimum contracts here. And this team needs defense. I would bring him back as number 10. That's my pick there in Delon Wright. Okay? You guys let me know what you think there. So that's number 9. Number 10, and I'll put his name in here. Landry Shamet. All right, number 9. Landry Shamet. You got to bring him back. Brought him in last year to provide some much-needed shooting help. Unfortunately, got injured with the right shoulder dislocation. And he really found his mark at the tail end of the regular season and had some bright spots in the postseason. Didn't get to play a lot. Another guy they could have played. But I think Landry Shamet is a guy they should bring back. And, hey, maybe he had a good time here. He liked the fans. We'll see what his market is. But I don't see any reason why they couldn't bring him back. 5 Adams says no. Okay. Well, what do you guys think in the chat? Rate that one in the chat. Number 9, Landry Shamet. Jay Reed says we on the same page. Shout out to Jay Reed. Okay. All right. So I'm cooking right now. Okay. Tell you who else I like here. On here. Now this guy, I don't know how gettable he is, but when I'm looking at, again, in that hybrid wing spot, athleticism, fire, desire, I'm interested in Jabari Walker from the Portland Trailblazers. I'm interested in Jabari Walker. It's not clear if he'll re-sign with the Blazers, but he's 22 years old. Had a career year this year with the Blazers. 5 points, 3 rebounds, shot 38% from 3. He's a scrapper. I'm going with Jabari Walker at number 8. Potential. I don't know if they can get him, but potential. What do you guys think there? Jabari Walker. Somebody said who? Listen, you're talking about vet minimums. Last year you had Landry Shamet and Campaign. And so I said, yeah, you got a level set here. Jabari Walker. You got to see the Knicks here in the free agent period. You've got to be swinging on upside. Pay back hard on the Bleacher Report. I see you. Craig Morris, you cooking for sure. You got to take a swing on upside. Like these guys talking about Kobe White. How are you getting Kobe White? Please, somebody tell me, how are you getting Kobe White off the Bulls' hands? Everybody keeps rolling this Kobe White stuff around. You let me know. I'd love to have him. He's trending into all-star territory. I'd love to have him. You guys tell me how we going to get Kobe White here. All right, so Jabari Walker is number 8. Here's another guy I like. Kessler Edwards. Yeah, Kessler Edwards had a nice little two-way stretch. Pause with the Dallas Mavericks, and especially when Anthony Davis went down. He had a good stretch as a starter, man. Shot 40% from 3. Good rebounding. Scrap. Still young, 24 years old. 6'7". Can play multiple positions. Play 3 different positions for the Dallas Mavericks. Kessler Edwards. That's who's coming in at number, here we go, 10, 9, 8, 7. Kessler Edwards. Rate that one in the chat. Hey, if you got tomatoes, man, go ahead and throw them. Go ahead and throw them. Kessler Edwards was a young draft pick out of Pepperdine. Started off with the Nets. Trying to find his way into the league, but he had a good little two-way run with the Dallas Mavericks. 6'7", 24 years old. Athleticism. We need athleticism out there. Versatility. Little moves like this on the margins. So I'm looking at Kessler Edwards here. Okay? All right. How we doing? Do I still have an audience? Is anybody else still out there? Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Are they making ketchup out of me? I have to close the chat for a second. Are they making ketchup out of me in the chat? Or are we still live? Are we still cooking? Ooh, okay. Yeah, who said this? CP digging deep. These are realistics. Jay Reed, these are realistics. All right, and I'm only at number, what I say, Edwards is 7. I'm only at number 7. Just be easy for a second. People in the chat with the tomatoes, just be easy. Courtney J. Edwards is a poor man's Dyson Daniels. All right. Will Latimer. All right, let's look some of these guys up. This is what I'm swinging for: upside, youth, athleticism, dogs, scrappers. The Knicks, look at what happened with the Knicks in that Indiana series. How they got worn down. Think about it. Okay, so that's number 7, Kessler Edwards. Number 6, a guy I always liked. Can knock down a 3, damn near career, 40% three ball shooter. Can play the 3, can play the 4. Played with the Milwaukee Bucks this past season. Now, postseason wasn't really his bright spot as a three-baller, but that is Taurean Prince. He's 31. As I said, a career regular season shot 43% from three, 38% for his career. 6'6". He can play the three, can play the four. You bring him off the bench. He might be a CAA guy. Let me check. Let me double check that. I think from what I was seeing, I think Taurean Prince is a CAA guy, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check this out here. I believe Taurean Prince is a CAA guy. He might be on the power forward list. We're on Hoops Hype right now. Let me just make sure my video's not choppy. It was a little bit choppier. Taurean Prince. He's all the way down here on the list. Dave Spahn. I think he's CAA. He is CAA. He's with us. Oh, we got the Skims ad coming up here. All right. So there we go. Taurean Prince. What do we think? Coming in at number 6. Coming in at number 6. What do we think, ladies and gentlemen? Are we still live? CP the Franchise live with you here on KnicksFanTV. My top 10 free agent targets. We warming up right now. Will Hooper says CCP's building our G League team. I think Taurean Prince, he's a safe wing. He's a very realistic target, Daniel Beausejour. Yeah. Taurean Prince, all right? Okay, that's number 6. Now, coming in at 5, you know, this guy has really done his days. Injury prone, but is safe. Can play the 1, can play the 2. A veteran, 32 years old. He's a little on the older side. The injuries, definitely, I'm not too happy about that. Malcolm Brogdon. Is this offseason the year that Malcolm Brogdon finally becomes a Knick? What do you guys think? Now, he shot the 3-ball well for his career now in Washington. This might have just been like, get me out of D.C. because his 3-ball in regular season was 28%. He was brutal. But is this the year that Brogdon finally gets out of D.C. and then becomes a Knick? 12 points per game, 4 assists. What do you guys think? That's number 5 on my list, Malcolm Brogdon. Thumbs up, thumbs down, tomatoes, fire. What are we doing? T. Williams says pass. Will Latimer, I like him over Campaign any day of the week. If he can play, if he can be healthy. Okay, so that is number 5 for me. Do we still have an audience here? Let me know. Coming in at number 4. I don't know why my video's skipping like this. Pardon the video if it's skipping around. I might need to close some windows here. I think that might be the issue. All right, let me close some windows here. Okay. Coming in at number 4, again, journeyman, versatile, can play the 4, the 5, and can hit the 3. He did that last season with the Atlanta Hawks, and that is Larry Nance Jr. Now, he does get injured. He's another injury-prone guy. But if you're going to lose Precious, give me a guy who's a better shooter, 8 points, 4 rebounds, shot 44% from 3 on a healthy dosage. I think he took like 5 threes. What do we think here? Larry Nance Jr. 32, same age as Brogdon, but he's a good vet. I like Larry Nance Jr. All right, coming in at number 4. All right, so here's the final 3. The final countdown. Here we go. Yeah, let me know what you think here. We still cooking. Now, I really hate to put this guy's name out here. You know, after all the years of trash talk, when he was with the Nets. But to be honest, the Knicks could really use a guy like this. Spencer Dinwiddie. You think about a shot creator off the bench, potential playmaker. One sleeper about Dinwiddie, he gets to the free throw line a lot for his career. A very good drawer of fouls. Gets to the free throw line, draws a ton of shooting fouls, which can add value to a team. Again, 32. I just gave you 3 guys at 32. But, again, for a team that needs some playmaking and shot creating, Dinwiddie off the bench. Coming in at number 3. What do you guys think? I think the Mavericks will end up keeping him, just given the fact that, you're going to be missing Kyrie for most of the year. What do we think here? Spencer Dinwiddie. Anthony says, told you. Thumbs up, thumbs down, tomatoes. We accept it all. Okay, so that's number 2. If you guys have any suggestions, call me up on the Discord. Let's talk about it as a family. Let's fight it out. We got 1,000 people in here. Spencer Dinwiddie. He disrespected us. Hell no. For the people that say no, is it more because of the off the court stuff, or is it more on the court that you don't want him? Spencer Dinwiddie at number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Coming in at number 2, who do we think it is? Who do we think it is? According to reports, with Memphis looking to sign Jaren Jackson Jr. to a new deal, Luke Kennard may be a guy who falls out of favor in Memphis. A flamethrower, check the box. And sneakily enough, averaged like 6 assists per 100 possessions as a backup point guard. So can play both guard positions. Again, not the healthiest guy. But hey, with that 3-point firepower, I'll take it. 43% from 3. 90% from the free throw line, damn near. 8 points, 3 assists. Can handle the rock. Luke Kennard. I don't know if they're going to be able to afford him. He might be a guy, in Luke Kennard, he might be a guy that you have to pay the full taxpayer mid-level. But he's a CAA guy. Can he give us a little bit of a deal? Can he work with us? Luke Kennard. What do we think here? That's number 2. All right. What do we think number 1 is? What do we think? Number 1. In thinking about the Knicks' void at the backup point guard spot last year, campaign was just not doing it. You can't put the ball in Deuce's hands. You need him off ball to score. The Knicks missed that. I think you need a veteran, steady hand. And hey, if Taylor Jenkins is the next coach of the Knicks, this guy had a career year under him. Tyus Jones. Went to Phoenix last year, trying to sort out his market, and kind of fell out of favor. He didn't have a great year with Phoenix, but who did? A lot of guys didn't. That place was a dumpster. What will the market look like for Tyus Jones this year? Is he another guy that they're going to have to pay close to that taxpayer mid-level, that all that 5.7, or can they get a deal? He's around, this would be like his 7th year. So, like, if you're looking at vet minimum salaries, you're looking at like around 2.8, 2.9. So what do we think about that? Tyus Jones. Backup point guard, steady hand. Still young, 29 years old. A little on the shorter side, I don't really like that. So that's my list. I'll run it back for you again. Number 10, Delon Wright. Number 9, Landry Shamet. Number 8, Jabari Walker, 22 years old with the Portland Trailblazers. Shot the 3 well, improved mightily. They may want to keep him, but a young scrapper, I think the Knicks should swing on. That's number 7. No, that's number 8, sorry. Number 7, Kessler Edwards. Another young scrapper. Played well for the Dallas Mavericks when Anthony Davis got hurt. Swing on the upside. Take a swing on upside, athleticism, versatility. Kessler Edwards. I think he's 6'7". Number 6, Taurean Prince. Reliable, steady, versatile, can play the 3 to 4. 40% damn near career three-point shooter, although the playoffs wasn't his friend. Taurean Prince, nice corner 3-ball shooter. One of those guys that kills the Knicks. Number 5, Malcolm Brogdon. Number 4, Larry Nance Jr. Number 3, Spencer Dinwiddie. Number 2, Luke Kennard. And number 1, Tyus Jones. That's my top 10 list. What do you guys think? Call me up, man. I want to hear from you guys. Give me some feedback on my list. Do you guys have any suggestions? Let's talk about it, man. Let me get LD in here. Let me get LD. Are you in there on the Discord?
You.
Yes, sir.
CP.
How'd I do, man? How's the list?
You were on your way to 10 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
You were on your way to 10 out of 10. When you mentioned Walker from Portland, I'm like, CP really be watching basketball.
Jabari Walker.
He's nice. You were on your way to 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
But then you said Dinwiddie.
I know, like, man. Listen, man. I had a hard time even using my fingers to write the name. I was
basketball-wise, he's great. Basketball-wise, he's a great basketball player.
Yeah.
But the personality is a little Aaron Rodgers-ish. It's a little passive-aggressively condescending, know-it-all. We don't need that.
Yeah.
It's all good. Yeah. We're good. We're good on that.
Yeah.
And then I like the Tyus Jones one. I do like it a lot because it's an amazing player. And as you mentioned, he's played for the coach that seems to be possibly the future coach. Yeah. But when are we going to give Tyler Kolek a chance, though?
For me, it's not to say don't give Tyler a chance. I believe in Tyler. Right. I just think, and who knows, depending on the coach that comes here, whether it's Jason Kidd or it's Taylor Jenkins, I think Tyler could get some burn, but I just think that they need a steadier, reliable hand right now with the championship aspirations that they have.
I respect that.
Give him some time. Give him some time. He'll let him settle in. But I think there's so many holes in his game that they just need a bit more steady hand.
Very valid point. And depending on who the next coach is, the reason why I would want Tyler Kolek to get more playing time, that coach would probably suppress it a lot more because everybody else would be getting a chance to actually move the offense correctly. Right. So Tyler Kolek could definitely grow. I do. By the way, do you got $10 billion seating around?
Man, $10 billion for the Lakers. Whoa.
I'm trying to buy the Knicks, bruh. What's good?
Is James Dolan doing the Birdman hand rub right now? He sees what Boston just went for. He sees what his cross-coast rival just went for. Whoa.
I live in a city called North Hollywood. It's right next to a city called Burbank where the studios are in Los Angeles. And the sphere that's in Vegas, the test sphere, is in Burbank. And the way that thing is used basically every day, just off that alone, Dolan is eating a lot.
Yeah. Well, is he still he still has the Forum, doesn't he? Or did he sell that?
I don't know what he has anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he does.
He still has the Forum. He has the Forum, and he's got the Sphere. Hey, Jimmy D might be doing a Birdman hand run right now.
Dolan, sell something, buddy. Talk to somebody, sell it out. But I actually got a prediction though.
Okay.
because I've been hearing KD. I've been hearing KD's name a lot.
Yeah.
I hope we don't trade for him. Obviously, I hope we do not trade for him this season because I don't want anybody traded.
Yeah.
I do feel though, I'm starting to have a feeling that KD is going to retire a Knick.
Oh my God.
I'm really starting to feel it because, and the reason why I say this is because I think he's going to look back at his career when he looks at all the veterans that come to Knicks games and the love that they get. I think he's gonna regret not picking the Knicks more than he's gonna regret leaving the Warriors. I really feel that because he got what he wanted out of the Warriors, and it didn't really fulfill him. It seems like what he's been looking for is like acceptance and love, and the way Carmelo, David Lee, Marbury, the way they shine as Knicks vets, Knicks alumni, I know that boy is looking at it like, damn, I really picked the Nets over these dudes, bruh.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling next off, I hope not this one because I don't want anybody traded for him, but next off season, don't know what the contract is going to look like, but he's retiring to Knick though. Mark my words.
Interesting. Okay.
I got you.
Appreciate
but
you, man.
good list though.
Yeah.
9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Don't ever say Dinwiddie ever again though, please. Never. Never.
Hey man, like I said, I was struggling to write that name down.
I got you.
You know,
No doubt.
It's appreciate you, man.
No doubt.
It's just where we are right now, man. Like, just really dissecting and conducting an autopsy on this Knicks season. And just looking at, especially with that bench, they still need one, like some more shot creation. Like, again, look at, and again, I hate just using other teams as a benchmark, but if you look at the Pacers, one thing, whether you want to argue about a superstar, who's the superstar, who's not, they have like 7 guys that you could look at to say, this guy can go out there and get his own. This guy can hold his own. And on the bench, McConnell, right? Like Mathurin, Obi to a certain extent. You need a lot. You need multiple guys like that. Daniel Bosazor says Keon Ellis. I don't see the Knicks being able to get him. I think he could stay with Sacramento. One thing with Jabari Walker, he is a restricted free agent. I don't know if Portland will pick up that qualifying offer. That's what we'll have to see. But again, what you guys think about my list? Delon Wright. And when I say Wright, somebody in the chat was like, Wright his offense is terrible. I'm not talking about Delon Wright as being like your 7th guy. I'm still talking about like still back end of the rotation, but much needed depth just in case. Same role that he had last year. I'm not looking for an increased role. He is who he is, but I still think he could help. Delon Wright, Landry Shamet, Jabari Walker, Kessler Edwards, Taurean Prince, Malcolm Brogdon, Larry Nance Jr., Spencer Dinwiddie, asterisks. Luke Kennard, Tyus Jones. What do we think here? Call me up on the KFTV Discord and let me know how you're feeling about that. Some of you are not too happy. Some of you understand that these are kind of like, we got to be thinking about realistic options here. So I gave you a couple of guys that I'm swinging for with young upside, athleticism, some playmaking. In the case of Kennard, Larry Nance Jr., Shamet, Taurean Prince, good 3-ball shooters. Shot creation with Dinwiddie. Brogdon, playmaking, can also get his own shot. Can run an offense, can play off ball. Sprinkle in a little bit of everything. All right? Okay. All right. What else I want to talk about here, man? You guys see the Cash App symbol up there. Salute to everybody who's been donating to the KnicksFanTV Cash App. It's certainly an option. We appreciate all the super chats. But full disclosure, YouTube does get a cut of your super chat. So if you want to support the machine at a 100% rate, use the $ KnicksFanTV on Cash App. Shout out to Patrick McGrath. Shout out to Parmesan Remington, Armand Dutta. Those are some people who have donated to the KnicksFanTV Cash App as of recently. And for you people at home that haven't signed up for Cash App yet, Cash App is basically a money transfer platform. You can use the mobile version, which many people use, or you can use a desktop version. Fans will donate to the show. We use it to pay people, or we also use it. I use it on a personal level to pay my barber, to pay this person, to pay that person. So it's quick, it's easy, convenient, and most importantly, it is safe. They have a number of check boxes to make sure that if you are sending to someone's Cash App name or phone number, that you are actually sending it to the right person. And so that is what I like about Cash App. And for a limited time only, new Cash App users can use our exclusive code, which is also KnicksFanTV, to earn additional cash. So if you sign up for Cash App, and in your profile screen, you can insert a promo code, use the code KnicksFanTV, and if you send a friend or anybody, you can send it to us, $5, they will give you $10 back. So it's a great way to get signed up for Cash App and to earn some money. Send a friend $5 or send it to us at KnicksFanTV and get $10 back. That is with the exclusive code KnicksFanTV. Terms apply, but that's money. That is Cash App. Okay. All right, salute to everybody. Okay, let me look at some more of the super chats that have come in. We got 1,200 people in here. Salute to everybody watching. We appreciate you for tuning in. Okay, Big Nick, $10 super chat says keep cooking, CP. Appreciate you, Big Nick. Okay, so Big Nick, he's a franchise channel member. He likes the list. Okay, appreciate that. Lonzo Ball. Remember, he's on the contract for $10 million. So we have to think about it like, who are we trading to go get Lonzo Ball? He's got one more year left. The Bulls this past February gave him a 2-year extension on his deal. I would love Lonzo Ball here, especially if he's healthy. The problem is, like many problems that the Knicks have, who's leaving? And also, when you consider where the Knicks are with the aprons, you have to match dollar for dollar when you're trading for players. Have to match dollar for dollar. Knicks don't have the cap space to just bring Lonzo Ball in here. So as I, let me close this out. These KD highlights. Shout out to LD. Thinks he's going to retire, Nick. Oof. Okay, so as I bring this up and look at the salaries of the players that's already on the team, who are you trading to go get Lonzo Ball? Matching salaries. We don't even have to go on the trade machine. I mean, look, could it be a bigger deal where maybe you're trying to get Lonzo Ball and Kobe White or something like that? Sure. But, like, you know, I've seen people trying to throw Josh Hart in the deal to get Kobe White, Lonzo Ball. So it's hard. But just a straight-up deal, you're not getting Lonzo Ball without giving up, like, 3-4 players. So we'll have to see there. Somebody said, Javier, how can you not have Gary Trent Jr.? I would love to have Gary Trent Jr. Let's look at his number. According to the earlier reports, Milwaukee has a plan to keep Giannis. Does that include keeping Gary Trent Jr.? 27 years old. He's going to be an unrestricted free agent. Definitely. Now he's represented by Clutch Sports. I think he's a guy that the Knicks can afford. I like that name. Still 27 years old. Made $2 million this past season. Now, this is the type of guy. Is he vet minimum territory? Could be. So that's a good one. Gary Trent Jr. Good suggestion there by you. Let's pull him up. I don't know what ESPN's thing is saying. Okay, there we go. Gary Trent Jr. Yeah, fathers of friends, Brunson and Gary Trent. They're always chopping it up. Jake LaRavia is a guy who I was looking at as well. Went to Memphis first, and they did not pick up his rookie option. So then they traded him to Sacramento. Now, Sacramento can't afford to pay him more than $6 million. So is he a guy who people are thinking can get a little bit more on the open market? Or does he just go back to Sacramento for that $6 million? Knicks can't afford it anywhere over that. Yeah, Gary Trent Jr. I definitely give him a look. Regular season shot 40% from 3, 11 points per game. Can play the guard spots, 6'5". Definitely take a look at Gary Trent. All right, what else we got here? Maurice Blanding, welcome to the franchise channel members, man. He says, why aren't we talking to Mike Woodson? I don't think Woodson's really under consideration like that. You know, he got basically excused or escorted out of Indiana. I don't think Woodson's really a candidate like that. It might be time for Woodson to hang it up, man. He's old, man. Might be time for Woodson to hang it up. Maybe he comes back as an assistant, but head coach, I don't think he's here for that type of stress. $10 super chat. Okay, Bert, do you think the Knicks should call about Pippen Jr.? The Grizzlies seem to be making moves based on money they might be selling. He had a good year. Scotty Jr. had a good year, man. Could be an interesting name. Let's take a look. He's got to be under some sort of contract here. Let's look up Pippen Jr. I don't know what that would take. He had a good year though. I have a hard time seeing if they're gonna keep Triple J and Ja. I don't see why they wouldn't keep Pippen Jr. as well as Jalen Wells. Those guys became revelations for them. I'm looking up Scotty. Hold on, Scotty Pippen Jr. contract. All right, let's see what's going on here. Pippen Jr. He has a club option. He's still on the contract. Again, $2 million. And then he's got this club option. So, again, you got to trade for him. You gonna try to trade Deuce? That's a very good contract. I don't see Memphis needed. They don't need to get rid of him. That's a very good contract. As long as we ban Larsa from the arena. That's hilarious. Shout out to you. Yeah, I'm using Prezi. I'm using Sports Track. What do you think? What do you think I'm using? I'm using Sports Track. It's just that when I searched Scottie Pippen Jr., they gave me senior. So, what about Corey Joseph for the vet minimum? Yeah, last case scenario. I think he's done his days. Corey Joseph. I think he's more of a name these days. Santi Aldama, I'd love to see if they can get him. He's another one. Can shoot the three, versatile. Fisher Hunter says we need height. Yeah, I'd like to see what's up with Aldama if he's available. Jason Benjamin, $5 super chat says I might get tomatoes, but I would like to check into Ben Simmons, another ball handler who adds strength, defense, and length. Not a great shooter, but can add to the team. I don't know, man. Ben Simmons, I don't know, man. What do you guys think in the chat? You guys like Ben Simmons? Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust that, man. Knicks need dogs. You know? They need some dogs, man. Let me just look at my list here. I wanted to get to this 7 p.m. in Brooklyn sound bites, but I may save it for tomorrow just so we don't make this like a marathon show. Should I do it tonight or should I do it tomorrow? I'm just looking at some of the things I wanted to react to. Might do it tomorrow. I kind of want to let this show chill on its own. Let me see. Gamba, are you in the chat? Gamba, you in the chat? Let me know if you're in the chat, man. Let me see what's shaking on Bleacher. Payback Carter says bring IQ back. They're talking about putting IQ in a deal for KD. And what's up with that? I don't get that at all. Why would Toronto want KD? They got Ingram. They got Barnes. How do you make that work? And they're talking about trading Pirtle, KD, Pirtle, RJ, and IQ, and a pick, and then the number 9 pick. That don't make any sense for me. If I'm Toronto, I don't. Why would Ujiri do that? Somebody make sense of that trade. What are our chances of getting Dennis Schroeder? He's another guy like a he is like a Beasley. I don't know. Would Detroit, pass on that? Those guys were big reasons why they were a playoff team. Somebody said they'd rather have the Teletubbies. No update on the coaching interviews as yet, but I think within the next week we should have some answers, see what's going on. On the Facebook side, Rodney Robertson, Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre, yeah, look, I'd go after Kelly Oubre. He's a guy we got to see, again, what his market looks like. Let's take a look at Kelly Oubre Jr., see what his contract was looking like on Sports Track, Sport Rack, whatever it's called. He's got a player option for $8 million. So, does he bet on himself to try to get more? Does that backfire on him? That's the only way. If he declines that player option, he's not coming to the Knicks for a vet minimum. If he declines that player option, that means he's got a promise from somebody else. If not, I think he would just take it and stay in Philly. Are we talking Ben Simmons on a vet minimum? Maybe then. Yeah, I wouldn't be looking at him for anything but. Jay Dorfman, Ben Simmons can still play defense and handle the ball against defensive pressure as a last resort backup point guard. Not a bad option. All right, not a bad one. Pedro, can we swing a trade for Denny Avdia? I don't think there's any chance in the world of the Portland Trailblazers to get rid of Denny Avdia. I don't see it. GQ Imani Bates. Is he defending? What are we gonna do with Imani Bates here? Are we just talking about a name here, or are we talking about a guy that can make some noise here? You guys tell me. What do you think? Delano Banton from the Portland Trailblazers. I like that. That's an upside swing. Prezi, I like that. Delano Banton. Yeah. All right, I think I'm going to save this 7 p.m. to Brooklyn. I want to give this its own episode. There's a lot there that I really want to tap into. SCG, Cam Whitmore. How are we getting Cam Whitmore, though? That's another name I know you guys like and take the swing on the upside, the athleticism. He's a rookie. He might not be happy in Houston. Well, let's take a look at his deal. He's still on his rookie deal. The club option was exercised, so he's under contract at $3 million, 3.5. So who knows? I mean, do the Knicks try to get involved in the KD trade? Does Houston land KD? You get a 3-team trade. Somehow you land Cam Whitmore because he becomes expendable. Maybe, I wouldn't necessarily shoot it down. A 1-for-1 trade, unless you're trading Deuce, you're trading Dadier Kolick, and a pick. 2 seconds for Cam. I don't know. Can we get it to 2 seconds? Maybe getting involved in the is that Sophie Cunningham? Where did that come from? Brotherhood Flavor. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 3.5. That's Cam Whitmore's number. Marcus Smart would have to be via trade. I don't think he's a free agent. Let's look at Marcus Smart's deal. Marcus Smart. That's what everybody likes to say. Yeah, he's $21 million. What are we trading for Marcus Smart? 21 bags. I ain't trading for Marcus Smart. The Walker Kessler thing, I think, Ainge is continuing to try to sell high. There's no way you're getting him on for a steal. So I don't see the Walker Kessler thing happening. Yeah, Marcus Smart's still on the contract. He's got one more year. Bones Highland, hell no. No way. Can we get the Sixers version of Grimes? I mean, if you're getting the Sixers version of Grimes, you ain't getting him for a vet minimum deal. He's earned the bag, deservedly so, and I hope he gets paid. All tomatoes, Big Nick, salute. I hope Quentin Grimes gets paid. Marketing, no shot. Where will KD end up? It looks like he doesn't want to go to Minnesota, which is interesting. They're a contender. He's got his friend Ant-Man there. I wonder why. From what the reports say, he's not interested in signing an extension with Minnesota. So is it the Rockets? We haven't heard much about the Spurs. Is it Miami? Is it the Rockets? Is it the Miami? Is it the Spurs? Going to be interesting. I don't know, to be honest. But yeah, that's the situation there. Shout out to Sexy Dexy. Is that Dexter Lawrence? This is $5 Super Chat. Says, I remember when Torian Prince was on the Wolves and dropped a 50-piece in the Garden. Didn't walk out happy that day. Yeah, he did. He's one of those. He's one of those legendary Knick killers. And that is Torian Prince. So, hey, he's on my list. What do you guys think, man? Rate my list in the chat, in the comment section. 1 being trash, 5 being facts. I had the worst take segment with 7 p.m. to Brooklyn. I want to save that for a separate show. So let's see if we can do that tomorrow or Friday. We got time. We got all off season. So, but the good conversation between Melo and Shump. I'm going to react to that. I have my timestamp list, but I want to save that. We also got to do the 8-year anniversary celebration show with the whole all Knicks Fan TV team. Alex, JD, Knicks Chick, CK. We're going to get to that as well. So just a lot to do, a lot on the list, and obviously we're looking out for the Knicks coaching saga. But appreciate everybody for tapping in. Everybody on the Facebook side, everybody on the Bleacher Report side. Salute to you guys. Open A1, Payback Carter. Salute to you guys for tapping in, man. We appreciate the support. Everybody on YouTube, all my franchise channel members, salute to you. And yeah, man, we'll check you guys tomorrow on the #1 show for the fans, by the fans. We out of here, man. Have a good day, everybody. Peace.